China is becoming more belligerent. Its military activities, especially on the high seas, are alarming its neighbors. And now, Philippines wants India to join the newly formed Quad alliance to deter the world's largest navy. And that's in the South China Sea. Our next report takes a closer look at the emerging rivalry in the Indian Ocean region.
Beijing is expanding. Warships are prowling, submarines are cruising. Military bases are multiplying. China is pushing its might into the Indian Ocean, challenging regional stability. This is not just maritime posturing, it's a calculated move to dominate one of the world's most strategic waterways. Chinese naval activity in the South China Sea and Indian Ocean is at an all-time high. Warships, spy vessels and submarines are routinely deployed under the guise of anti-piracy operations. But their true mission is clear: surveillance, influence and military control. The Philippines and its allies are now trying to expand the Quad grouping of nations to include India and South Korea to counter China in the Indo-Pacific region. The chief of the Philippines Armed Forces during a conclave in New Delhi urged India to join the grouping. The Chinese Navy has also permanently deployed 7 to 8 naval assets in the Indian Ocean region. China's expansion is not limited to naval patrols. It is building a network of military-friendly ports and bases encircling India. Hambantota in Sri Lanka, Gwadar in Pakistan and Djibouti in Africa are just the beginning. The pattern is unmistakable. China is creating permanent footholds in the region. Speaking in New Delhi on the final day of the Raisina dialogue, Indian Navy chiefs said Chinese dual-purpose civilian ships are closely monitored and that they are suspected of performing military roles. India is countering China's aggression with enhanced naval deployments, strategic alliances and military investments. The Indian Navy is ramping up patrols. It has deployed submarines, destroyers and a frigate. India commissioned its first home-built aircraft carrier INS Vikrant in 2022 to counter regional rival China's much more extensive and growing fleet. New naval bases in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands serve as a forward defense. The message is clear: India will not let China dominate the Indian Ocean without a fight. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
It's not just their defense budgets that are being strengthened. The threat of Russia and America's pressure on Europe to defend itself is now being felt in various ways. Poland and the Baltic states are fortifying NATO's eastern front against Russia. According to the latest reports, Poland may convert its eastern border with Russia into a mini field. This as it withdraws from the Ottawa Convention, which bans anti-personnel landmines. Warsaw is citing the threat of Russian aggression as the reason for this move. Here's why this matters. Poland's decision to withdraw from the treaty highlights growing concerns in Europe about Russian aggression. And so this is just one of the many recent steps taken by Warsaw to prepare for a possible conflict with Moscow. Well, Warsaw is gearing up for World War III by planning to distribute survival guides by the end of the year. It has also been constructing an East Shield, which has been described by Polish lawmakers as the largest operation to strengthen Poland's eastern border and NATO's eastern flank since 1945. In an interview with Polish news outlet on March 18th, when asked about Poland's decision to terminate the treaty, The deputy head of Poland's Ministry of National Defense said, and I quote, "We have no choice. So the situation on the border is serious." I'm referring to the Polish-Belarusian and Polish-Russian borders. This will be one of the elements of the East Shield. He said that Warsaw has concerns that neighboring Belarus will be used by Russia to unleash an attack on Poland. He said that while Poland currently does not have anti-personnel mines, they do have the capabilities to manufacture them. But Poland is not alone. Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia have announced that they would withdraw from the treaty banning landmines soon. Well, the treaty that bans landmines is the Ottawa Treaty. It is an international agreement that was signed in 1997 and has been ratified by more than 160 nations. In withdrawing from it, Poland and the Baltic countries can begin stockpiling and using landmines for the first time in nearly 30 years. In a joint statement, the country's defense ministry said that military threats to NATO member states bordering Russia and Belarus have majorly increased, and so they are prepared to defend their security needs. Poland's decision to begin using landmines comes in the wake of the attacks between Russia and Ukraine amid peace negotiations. Even though Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky have agreed to a ceasefire on attacks against energy infrastructure, Kiev and Moscow have accused each other of violating the temporary truce. How will then Russia respond to Poland's decision to resume using landmines? Well, that we'll have to wait and watch. An AI startup in Sweden has unveiled a robotic dog named Luna. And Luna is no ordinary robotic dog. It has a digital nervous system. Yes, the robotic dog has a brain of its own. Unlike traditional AI, which follows pre-programmed instructions or relies on massive data sets, Luna can reportedly learn and adapt just like real animals, including humans. Reportedly, a major breakthrough in AI where machines don't just follow commands but actively make decisions and take action towards specific goals. So Luna, she just does not intake information and data. It experiences the world, learns from it and evolves. Instead of programming Luna with a vast AI model, the company is taking a different approach. A professional dog trainer will teach Luna to walk just like they would with a real puppy to help create a neural system that mimics how brains intake information and refine movement over time. Just imagine that for a second. An AI system that learns the way living beings do. If Luna proves that machines can develop intelligence through direct experience, the next frontier could be even bigger. Imagine AI-powered robots exploring space, diving into the ocean's unexplored depths, or responding to disaster zones. With human-like adaptability in all these situations. Sending machines like Luna to Mars to construct habitats. Right now, Luna is still at the starting line. It can stand and move, but its real test will come as it interacts with the world and also intakes information and also continuously improves. Could this be the future of AI? Luna may just be the first one to show us.